Hello there, all of you absolutely lovely people. Once again, this is Dax, and today we're going to talk about the 4 planes of existence. That's right, the physical plane, the astral plane, the mental plane, and the akasha, also known as the aether. First of all, we're going to start with the physical plane. We are discussing the physical plane because it is the quickest and easiest to describe. If you're watching this video, you're in it. This is the physical plane right here. Trees, plants, buildings, your physical body. All of this is the physical plane. The second plane, the plane directly above the physical plane, is the astral plane. The astral plane has many entities who live in it. These entities mainly include ghosts and the elementals, although there are many other entities who live here as well. The third plane, the plane directly above the astral plane, is the mental plane, or the mental sphere of existence. In this plane, thoughts are real. Every thought you have gives the appearance of being physical. And then the highest plane, the plane above the mental plane, is the akasha, the aether. The aether is so subtle that the physical brain really cannot comprehend it. Now, one thing that you may notice is that the further down the planes you go, the denser, the thicker, the more solid everything becomes. Whereas the farther up the planes you go, the more subtle everything becomes. That is because the acts of creation itself travels downwards through the planes. You know, all of creation, it begins at the top. It begins in the akasha. You could call akasha God. But akasha begins the process of creation. As the created whatever it is, once again, this plane, it is too subtle for our brains to truly comprehend. And so there really are no words, at least not in the English language, for what's happening in the akasha. But as that created whatever it is becomes slightly more solid, it drops down into the mental plane and becomes an idea. It becomes a thought. Now, eventually, as that thought gains solidity, it drops down into the astral plane, where one way to describe it is the thought becomes a ghost. It's not really an accurate way of putting it, but hopefully it gets the point across of what I'm talking about here. And then eventually that astral image of whatever this creation is drops down into the physical realm, and at that point the thing becomes what those of us here in the physical realm would call created. Now, an important point to make is that we human beings are multidimensional beings. We are only aware of our existence in the physical, but we are actually existing in all 4 planes simultaneously. We have physical bodies down here on the physical plane, we have souls on the astral plane, and then we have thoughts and ideas on the mental plane. And then, of course, we, being a spark of creation, also have an unimaginable aspect of ourselves up in the etheric plane. This, whether we want to admit it to ourselves or not, makes us creator gods. And it also means that we have to take responsibility for our thoughts and ideas. Because every thought we have, every idea that we have, emerges in the mental plane. Our thoughts have created this. And once again, on the mental plane, your thoughts are physical. Eventually, those thoughts will solidify down into the astral, where they become astral creations. And then eventually, yes, they do emerge into the physical realm. From our perspective, it takes a long time to do this. We create this time lag, but from our perspective, it takes long enough that we don't actually see the direct connection between our thoughts and reality unless it has been pointed out to us and we choose to believe what we have heard. This holds a lot of ramifications for our lives and the world we live in. As I've mentioned on another video on a similar subject, people's beliefs can create things on the mental plane, and the more people there are who believe in it, the stronger the manifestation on the mental plane will be. For example, once again referencing this other video I have produced, because Star Wars is such a successful film, and so many people spend so much time thinking about Darth Vader, somewhere on the astral plane a real Darth Vader has been created into existence. Now, of course, this doesn't actually mean that a Darth Vader has filtered down into our physical realm, and so you will actually run across him in an alleyway somewhere. But out there on the mental planes, at this point, possibly even on the astral, Darth Vader is out there lurking around. Anyway, these are the four realms of existence. Once again, you have the physical plane, the astral plane, the mental plane, and the etheric plane, the Akasha plane. I am going to sign off for now. Once again, I am Dax Allred. Always remember, you are important, you are loved, your needs are valid, and the same is also true of everyone else. See ya.